I can do about it, okay?
All right.
I'll have to stop it afterwards. Okay.
Okay. So
So now what you want to do is what would be great is, do you know that what's the first date of this whole thing?
what's the first date? No.
Yeah.
Like the inspection date, or we're talking about the grade date, like the inspection date, right?
Yeah. What's the first inspection date? You got 1900 in there.
Wow. Yeah.
Here, actually, I'm going to
Let me just see if
simplify
this
this
is
for you.
accurate.
I'm going to simplify this for you.
Okay.
Take only 1 year of data
Okay.
and then use that column as the month to determine the number of violations that occur within a given year for a given month. Okay?
So I'm going to take this column that we just did right here, this one.
Yep, and you're gonna filter for one particular year, like 2015,
Okay.
and then listen carefully to this so that
So I
you're
got to change this actually because this is months. Okay.
right. But well, that's okay. What you're going to do is you're going to take only 1 year of data.
Okay.
Then you're going to use the month column, and you're going to count the number of violations, right?
Okay.
And you're gonna have a data set that has 12 months, and then the count of the total violations. Does that make sense? So for January, say 2015, your total number of violations was 36. Then for month 2, your total violations was 41. Then for month 3, your total violations was 56. Does that make sense?
Right. Okay.
Now you can do a regression.
But for each year, so I'm going to do those for like
just do it for 1 year.
for 1 year, and so I'm going to do that from 1900 all these years, basically for all.
No, 1 year. So filter for only 2000, like 50. You pick a year. It doesn't matter.
All right. So let's say if I pick this one, and then you said in the month column, do what?
No, the month column is fine. You don't have to do anything. But you're going to have to aggregate the total count of violations. So if you created a pivot table, right?
Okay.
Create a pivot table where you filter by the year, right?
Filter by the year, okay.
And you basically have the month as one column, and the count of the violations as your second column. You can use that to create a regression.
What was the second column?
The count.
The count?
Count of violations. Because what you can do is you can see, are they increasing the violations through the year? Because they want to make money.
Okay.
I didn't say
and I
that.
can just do that for just 1 year. I don't have to do it for all of them? You don't
Correct, because you're just showing a regression. That's all.
Okay. And then once I find that out, how do I have to create like a regression graph?
Yeah, you run your regression against that data.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. I think I'm good. So I could do those 2 things and I should be good then.
Okay.
All right. Thanks so much. Because I was like really like kind of like I didn't know what to do. Because I was also what about this? Could I do anything with I was trying to figure out how many out of all these restaurants, how many had a letter grade of A, how many had a letter grade of B, but I don't know if I could use any of that.
You can. You can. It's a probability. You could even run regression. You can put the grade, the count of each grade to see if it has an impact. Maybe they give out more A's in the summer, or maybe they give out more B's in the summer, or something like that. Create the first regression first.
Okay. Okay, I'll do that. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that.
Who's next?
Yes, I feel happy.
Cherie, I think you might be next, or Devin, you might be next.
What about Sadie?
Sadie goes last.
I'm just observing tonight. It's all good. Why are you recording now?
I'm going to try and record it and see if I don't have a problem with the recording, okay?
Okay, the evidence is gone, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
My only question is about the project for right now. And I know I don't think we sent it to you to look at our data to see if it's acceptable.
Okay.
So I got some ideas just now when you were talking to Steve. So I'm going to share my screen so you can take a look at it, and I'll tell you where we think we're going, and you
Good.
tell me if we're on the right path. Okay.
Okay. This is good.
So these are all the HIV and AIDS diagnoses for New York City by neighborhood.
Yep.
So and it's a few different years. I think it's 2010 through 2013.
Yep.
And then we have a male and female.
Yeah.
Different variable. So we're trying to take this data and figure out where we should put a clinic based on the new cases by year.
Where you should put what?
A clinic for help.
Okay.
Yeah, like a hypothetical scenario.
That's cool. That's great.
Oh, okay.
We're good with that? Yeah.
No, that's fantastic because again, that's real world stuff. Now, one of the things that you could do is you could do a correlation between the HIV diagnoses and the number of AIDS diagnoses. You could
I'm trying that now.
yeah, and then what you can also do is you can do a regression that says, well, can you predict the number of AIDS diagnoses based on the HIV diagnosis? And since you have the gender and you have race ethnicity, you could theoretically also add those as variables in the mix, right? As dummy variables.
So interesting.
And now what happens is you could see if there's an effect for a particular race or if there's an effect for a particular gender. What you could also do is, it's a shame you didn't have it by borough, because then what you could do is you could really do some things by borough. If you do it by neighborhood, it's a little bit harder because you got, how many data points you have here?
We were going to just probably sift out like the two highest and the two lowest or something like that.
Yeah, that's fine. Again, you have a lot of data, so you could do a lot with it.
Wait, so you guys what were you guys trying to do? You guys are trying to open up a clinic in a certain area?
Yeah, the idea would be like if you were going to do like either like a clinic or like a center for recruitment for people for developing medications, and where do you target where you're going to try and recruit these patients based on like density. So we look by neighborhood because that's how it was sorted. And then the idea is based on our analysis, we're going to say, like X, Y, and Z are good neighborhoods based on, and then just use some summative statistics and stuff like that. But then where we were struggling before, and you just gave us two good ones, and Cherie was mentioning, was how to run a regression on this. Because like we were kind of thinking I just couldn't take it to the next step. Like how do you, what are you trying to use to predict the other thing?
Yeah, you have a number of different things that you could do.
Do we get to watch these projects, Professor?
Nope.
Listen, that's up to you. That's up to you guys.
I'm just curious because like this is like real world stuff. Like this is stuff that
awesome. This is
like
really
that you could
awesome.
do, right? So I kind of want to see this.
That's up to you guys. What I'll do is I'll post. If
Jerry, you're that shy? You're not that shy, man.
I'm not shy. It's
Oh,
more.
by the way, I don't want anybody to see ours, okay, Prof? But I'll watch theirs.
Wow.
Theirs makes sense. Ours is just.
Hey now, hey.
We'll do it.
I'm sorry, Devin.
Wow.
Wait, Devin is in your group.
All right, so then we got a little something. Okay.
So we
but
probably shouldn't go by neighborhood. It would have been better if it's by borough, but we can use the other variables.
Yeah, I mean, it's you have a lot of data, so you just need to flush it out. If as you're about to do the analysis, and you want me to take a look at how you split the data that you're running it, I can tell you whether it makes sense or not.
Okay.
Yep, that's good. We weren't sure if doing a full scenario like that was hitting the assignment,
That's
or if
exactly
we were.
hitting the assignment. That's what I would hope for.
All right, cool.
Because that's very real world. So it's a very, very good thing.
All
Okay.
right, cool. So okay, so better than we were 5 minutes ago. That's good.
Yeah. Do a lot better.
All right, good.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just kidding, Devin. I think our data is great, and we can share if you want to.
The best. We don't have to share. We'll keep it private if you want.
Okay.
Nah, I'm really curious to see how everybody else does this stuff because, like, it's like real stuff. It's just real life stuff. Finally, like, you could put the stuff into practice. I hate just like learning stuff and not seeing how it works in the real world.
Okay. Any more 203 questions?
I'm good for tonight.
All right, Kaifan, you're up.
Okay.
So, Sadie, you're not done? You're
Kaifan? Your microphone is not on, Kaifan.
Technical difficulties? Technical.
I don't know.
All right, that's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, like that really took a lot of, like, I was looking at all this data, my head was spinning. I didn't know where to go.
All right. UJ?
可以，
Whoa.
录像我每次都是这么，就是用苹果自带的那个，就是 QuickTime，
Hi, UJ.
可以录是吗？对对，那你帮我录一个吧。我经常录，来，你录了以后，
晚上好。
哎，这我带了，那太好了，那你帮我录一个
晚上好。
没有录。
UG.
你录这个干嘛？
Professor, how are you?
交作业。
我教啊，我要跟他1v1啊。
I don't know if they can hear me.
I
I
don't
can
think
hear
so.
you. We can hear you loud and clear, though.
I can hear you, but I don't think they're hearing you.
I think it's them, yeah.
All right, today you want to work on chapter 11 while we wait for them?
Sure. They just went on mute.
I'm kidding. They can be up.
I'll probably bother you tomorrow about 11.
Yeah.
Jerry, check your Slack.
I just saw it.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Oh.
All
So
right.
what did Kaushik say when you told him you were on Slack every day?
Oh,
Zoom.
he just laughs.
Oh,
He
okay.
laughs and he smiles. He smiles a lot.
Oh, he does smile a lot. Yes, he
Yeah.
does. You gotta get
Oh, there's a message from Yuli to everyone. I'm so sorry. What for?
I didn't even know you could.
what was I gonna say?
Everyone, I'm gonna say goodnight. I have to call it quits.
Okay.
The
All
children
right,
are calling.
good
Good
night.
night, everyone. Take care.
Good night,
You
Devin.
going? He's like, I got my partner in there. That's good enough.
Kaifan, are you there? Okay. Kaifan's not there. UG? Are you there? Okay. Kaifan, your microphone is not on or you're not connected to audio. So you might want to connect. UG, go ahead. What's your question?
Oh, hi, hi, Professor.
Hi.
Yeah, I sent you a message regarding the TOEFL score project question.
Correct.
Yeah, and
Hello?
so we are funding another database, and we want to know if that is okay to use.
Okay, hold on a second.
Hello?
Yes, Kaifan, how are you?
Okay. Hi, Professor. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Who sent me the data? Yaori?
Yes, but I'm using the Yujie Xia's
No, that's
Zoom.
fine.
We are together.
That's fine. Let me just take a look at the data set really quick. Technically, so what did you want to use this for? What do you want to try and find?
I want to do the EFA part and PCA part, but I'm not sure if that's okay. But we found another database.
Okay.
So
The answer to your first question is that would work if you combine the data properly. Okay.
do we have to do like clean the data?
Yeah, of course. Uh-huh.
We found some other data sets. One of them is the world happiness level.
Okay.
And the data is pretty much similar to the ones that's on the midterm, the P's.
Okay, I have to see it.
Okay.
Just share your screen.
Yeah. 然后这
Okay.
Is
Some of that data is probably pretty good for you can probably use that data for a lot of what you need.
Okay, then so we
can we
change.
just use this?
We use this one instead of the 12 school.
Say again?
I mean, we're gonna use this one instead of the TOEFL score I sent you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I think you'll still have some work to do with the data itself to do some of the analysis, but it's fine.
But do we still need to clean the data for
You-
this?
If you're going to do any group level analysis, you don't have any groups, right? You only have individual countries.
No, I mean for the happiness data.
Yeah, no, I know. So your piece, so the happiness metric that you have, you don't have any groups. You only have the variables, right?
Mm-hmm.
And each row is a set of countries, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So you have no groups. So you couldn't do a Manova, you couldn't do a Hotellings T if you wanted to. Correct?
Yes. We can do the correlation analysis, I guess.
You couldn't do correlation analysis, you can do canonical correlation. But if you think about it, you can do groups if you create another variable called group, which basically has things like Europe, North America, Asia. Right.
Like,
And now you have groups.
We have 3 sets of data. This one is for 2017. We also have 2016 and 2015. So can we do
Good. Yeah, you can combine all that too, and yeah, absolutely. Okay,
okay then.
you're good.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Kaifan, you're up.
Yeah. Okay.
You were up. Kaifan. Going once. Going twice. I'll come back to you, Kaifan. Gabriella, you're up.
He
Hello?
can use my.
All right, Kaifan.
Hello?
Yes. Kaifan. Going once.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so my computer got some problem, but that doesn't matter. So I just sent you
Jerry's about to lose it completely over there.
You guys are like having like beer can fights on the end over there.
yeah. So I just sent you my midterm. Did you receive it or not?
Yes, I do. I have it.
Okay. So how do you want me to talk about it?
All right. So what we're going to have to do is I can't do it with everybody online right now.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll set up some time Thursday in my office to go through it. Okay.
Thursday.
You can't.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can.
You can or you cannot.
I cannot.
Right. You cannot. Okay. So let's do this. I will find a time like later in the evening to go through this with you. Okay.
Okay. So via Zoom or.
It'll be via Zoom. It may have to be like Wednesday evening, or it may have to be Friday evening then. Okay.
All right. That's fine.
As long as you have everything here and you can discuss everything, right? You'll be fine.
Yes, I actually put all the I think detailed information. I think
that's great because I'm going to read the detailed
for the explanation. Yeah,
right.
But all the things. So you can just take a look at it.
I absolutely will, and I'm going to look at that, and then I'm going to ask you other questions that you didn't put in your answer.
Sure.
To make sure you understand this. Okay.
Sure. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. All right.